Module 11, Segment 2, Importing Lot Items. In this training segment, you will learn how to add parts to the lot, either manually or through importing lot items from an Excel spreadsheet. This training segment assumes you have already reviewed Module 11, Segment 1. We are now ready to add lot items to the lot we purchased. The first process we will look at is adding parts manually. This procedure adds the part to the lot and the stock lines as well. Select the Add Action button to open the Adding Lot Item window. Many of the fields will be pre-filled from the receiving data you entered when you set up the lot header. Enter the item number, quantity, condition, serial number, and other certification data that applies to this specific inventory item if applicable. Notice there is no cost associated with the piece parts. However, if you enabled Allow Pre-Costing of Parts, you will be able to enter a cost for the stock. You may also change the settings for inspection and apply Repair Order Cost for this specific item if you want to handle it differently than was indicated on the lot header. Select OK to save and continue. You will be prompted to print a barcode label for the stock. Select Print. If you do not wish to print the label, close the window now. If you have the Document Imaging module, you will now be prompted to attach an image to the stock. Add the image as you learned from the Document Imaging Training CD or from the Online Help File, Chapter 16. If you do not wish to attach an image, close the window now. You will be returned to the lot window. If you wish to inspect the stock line detail, highlight the stock line number and select the Inspect Action button. You will see the lot item properties in the upper right corner of the window. If you want to prevent the stock line from being created when you add the part to the lot, select the Require Inspection flag. You may then receive the stock using the Receiving Inspection module to create the stock line. Please refer to Online Help, Chapter 22 for help with the Receiving and Inspection module. Another method for adding parts and stock lines to the lot is importing the data from an Excel spreadsheet directly into Quantum. Lot items may be imported from an Excel spreadsheet directly into the lot record. First, we must open the destination lot. Select the Lot Manager icon arrow and then select Search Lots. This opens the Find for Browsing Lot Headers window. Enter the lot number and select OK to open the Browsing Lots window. Select the lot to open it. Right-click anywhere on the Lot Items browser within the open lot and select Import Data. Selecting Import Data opens the Import Data window. Select File and then Open. This opens a Windows Explorer window. Navigate to the directory where your Excel spreadsheet is saved and open it. Quantum will open your spreadsheet. However, you must map the columns in the spreadsheet to the proper field names in Quantum before you import the file. Highlight the first column in the spreadsheet and then select Mapping. Select Map Column from the menu. Selecting Map Column opens a window which lists available fields for importing lot items. There are 4 required fields: manufacturer code, part number, quantity needed, and serial number. Please make sure that these 4 fields are in your spreadsheet and mapped. Other fields are optional. The fields can appear in any order. Select the field that maps to the highlighted column in your spreadsheet. After doing so, you will note that the spreadsheet column letter is added to the Mapped To column in the open window. Repeat this process for each field you wish to import. The next step is identifying the starting and ending rows in the spreadsheet. Highlight the first row to be imported and select Mapping, Map Start Row. Then highlight the last row in the spreadsheet to be imported and select Mapping, Map End Row. You are now ready for the next step. You must validate the data before importing the items. Select Import and then Validate Data to begin the process. A message will appear when validation is complete, indicating whether errors were detected in the data. All errors must be cleared before running the import process. Select OK to continue to the next step. Scroll to the right and you will see one of two statuses, validated or error, and the error message that was generated if applicable. In this case, we see the combination of the part number and manufacturer are not found. You will need to fix the data by adding the appropriate values into Quantum. You must validate again before you can import the data. Once the validation is error-free, select Import and then Import Data. When the import is complete, you will return to the Lot Manager window. You may now review the items and stock line information that was created during the import using the steps you learned in Segment 1. To recap what we have learned in this lesson, we learned how to add parts to the lot by adding the parts manually or importing lot items in an existing lot. You are now ready to begin Segment 3, Lot Manager Functions.